The first athlete.
He was the first athlete, and then after that, they didn't let active athletes do beer commercials anymore because they're like, maybe this sends a bad message to kids. Hey, kids, get drunk and score. You know, so they...
Well, actually, for those who haven't seen it, we did track down Chris's dad's Miller ad.
My dad was way younger than I am now in this, so it's weird to see him as a kid, but...
Billy Hardwick. The man has won more professional tournaments in 1 year than any other bowler in history. Miller makes it right.
There we go. We'll crack one open. We'll be right back.
Medical advice of the week.
Doctors seem to agree that sending chickenpox through the mail is a bad idea.
Two things I like about that. One, doctors seem to agree, suggesting there's a couple of holdouts.
Right.
Secondly, who's sending chickenpox in the mail?
And how do you do it?
I'm guessing... Well, I think from the story, people are licking...
With chickenpox.
Let me finish. Licking. Cats. And then they put the cats in there. I just realised how that could be twisted. Just grow up. Chickenpox people.
Sorry,
I'll slow it down for you, those of you who have been to UCLA. But I will. You lick the lollipop and you put it in the mail, and then you send it to someone who doesn't have chickenpox.
But
to try
who
to...
the hell would lick a lollipop that had already been opened and lit? I mean...
Hence the medical advice of the week, Jim.
It seems like a bad idea.
Did any of you guys have chickenpox parties as a kid? Yeah? Hang on. Where were you? Oh, you had chickenpox.
Twice, but how do you have a party?
Did I.
Why would you have a party?
I had it twice.
I didn't think you could get it
I think
twice.
parents...
You're not supposed to.
Parents do it to get their kids... All right.
Sucker.
Oh, I got left out. I'm not in the double chickenpox party.
But that was it. Yeah, parents, if a kid got chickenpox...
Yeah, because they want their kids to get it while they're young because they can get it over with. Because if you get...
Oh, so other kids come over?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you just rub them all up against them.
They swim in the pool.
It sounds sadistic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You'll learn this as a new mother.
No, I
You'll
won't.
pick things up as we go
my
along.
shoes off.
Have you checked into all this sort of stuff now that you are a mother?
Aww.
I should say, this is the first time we've officially talked on a camera now that you are a mama. Yay! Willow Sage! Cute as a
Cutest baby that ever was born.
Oh, yes. It is official. You make some great
we make big babies. Yeah, she's healthy and just meaty, and she's getting naughty. She's drama. I love it. I'm stealing all her moves. Because when you see a little girl that's that pure, that hasn't been domesticated, and she's nuts, and you're like, I want to do that.
She's got a great baby dance.
No. She does. She has a good baby.
She does that wonderful baby dance that's just...
Well, I keep messing with Carrie because he was raised in Vegas. I didn't actually know people were from Vegas until I met him. And she was conceived in Vegas, overshare.
All right.
Tell
us more about that.
I kept screwing with Carrie that she was going to come twirling down the umbilical cord.
And so how have you found it with... Because I know you guys released a photo of Willow when she was first born.
Yes.
Is that to stave off paparazzi who want to take photos and things like that?
Did it work?
No. Well, for a while, actually, it pissed them off, which was fun. There was a $250,000 price on her head for the first photo. And so in order to get that photo, they were like jumping our fence and trying to break into our house and trying to get into the hospital and chasing us in cars with a newborn. And I'm already a paranoid freak. And I'm like, I can't do this. So with just releasing doing the photo shoot that we did, and we donated all the money to charity, to Autism Speaks and the Ronald McDonald House. We took their money, whatever, good cause, took the assholes' money and gave it to charity, and they made probably $5 grand from $250,000. Their price tag went down to $5,000 for the first picture. I was like, ha, sucker.
Now, I was surprised to discover you two have worked together previously at Comic-Con, where
Yes, we have.
Chris, you moderated the Big Bang Theory panel. Is that how?
Moderated the shit out of that panel.
Yeah!
The shit out of it.
That was nearly a high five.
But that was my fault.
I totally missed.
I'm afraid of getting hurt.
You're supposed to stare at the elbow.
I'm staring at the floor. I don't, yeah.
How do you find those panels, Jim? Because you're not quite like the Sheldon character when it comes to knowing all of the things.
Well, no, not at all. No, those panels are, I love those panels, but they're huge. I mean, those are like, I don't know how many.
It was like 6,000 people.
And they always, at Comic-Con especially, they always ask really interesting questions, really intelligent questions, and not kind of the same old stuff or whatever, you know.
Here is what he's trying to
No.
So how do you find working on the show?
Right.
You know, they were so sweet to the fans who came out to see them, and Comic-Con is about celebrating the things that you care about openly and not being ashamed that someone's gonna be like, shut up, nerd.
Although there was a moment where you mentioned a TARDIS, and someone on the panel in the cast didn't know what a TARDIS was.
Kaylee didn't know what a TARDIS was, and then people were like, what the boo? And I'm like, guys, she's working. Not everyone knows that TARDIS stands for time and relative dimension in space.
No, it was like nerds upturning tables and they went, ugh, can't lift a... Ugh. And Jim, how is it for you when you look out at your fans who are in the crowd? There's a lot of Sheldon merchandise that exists. How is it for you seeing your face coming back at you?
It's odd. It's really odd. It's not unpleasant, but it's a little sort of disconcerting to see your face. And then you typically have to sign over your face, you know.
Is it a very popular Bazinga
It's the Bazinga shirt.
I may have that shirt at home.
I do love the one on the left. Looks like you're preparing yourself for tonight's awkward family photo, I should point out. That's great. And now, Pink, you have people who put tattoos on themselves, like fans will tattoo themselves.
Yeah.
Tattoo
my signature or lyrics. I love the lyrics because that just drives home my whole point, is to say something that sticks or scares the shit out of people.
And what about the examples like this where someone, like, it's your face that they put on there like that?
Wow.
Oh, look at me. Look at the one on the left. I look scary.
I love you in the other, what's that pose called?
Rosie the Riveter.
Yes.
Riveter.
You can do it.
That's nice.
Willow was in my belly when I took that photo.
Oh.
Sorry, it all comes back to her.
Well, actually, speaking of, we found a fan online who had a photo of Chris as well.
What?
That's
about right.
Special moment. Special moment.
That's about right.
Awesome.
All right, we'll sharpen up the needles and we'll be back with more right after this. No you. No you. All right, time for tonight's 3 leading questions. And as usual, I guarantee that won't get too personal. I know I say that and things go horribly wrong, but I have been assured this week we have sorted out all the problems. Here we go.
Wow.
Jim.
Yes.
Have you ever let some bitch sniff your crotch? If you know what I mean.
And in the way that I think you actually do mean, yes.
Excellent. Pink, do you take your puppies out in public?
In whatever way you mean, yes.
Chris, do you get in trouble when you drink out of the toilet?
Nobody's watching.
Well, of course, the reason for tonight's 3 leading questions is dogs. Angelinos love them. But when do they go from cute, cuddly companion to embarrassing handbag accessory? To help us answer that question, I visited an LA local who loves her dogs maybe a little too much.
Awesome.
Now I'm here with Shanna, and I think it's safe to say you are a dog lover.
Very much so.
Have you got any dogs in the house?
Yes, I have my 3, but I don't really consider
Oh, these are dogs.
Yeah, I consider them my children, though.
Wow, interesting. Are they trained? Are your dogs
No,
trained?
They're not trained at all. I'm their mom, but we're all like equals. We all get an equal say in things. Like if I want to decorate the house, I ask all the dogs what they think before I make a decision.
And what do they normally say?
We communicate and he lets mommy know, don't you, Kobe? He understands me.